Thanks. Enjoy your birthday, Your Majesty. When King Charles III apparently fainted in public while celebrating his 76th birthday, it was surprising. Royal watchers worry and wonder what will happen. Prince Harry, his distant son, unexpectedly arrived, complicating family matters. Could the monarch's health, royal duties, and family strife be affecting him? Is this story more than it seems? Does this indicate royal family issues? Join us as we learn more. How much drama? Many ideas have been proposed concerning what happened when King Charles III collapsed on his 76th birthday. Prince Harry's surprise arrival or his known health issues made them feel stronger? The media and public quickly connected. Family issues may have contributed, according to rumors. Remember that the king announced his cancer battle earlier this year. The king's cancer diagnosis is breaking news from Buckingham Palace. An enlarged prostate required extensive treatment. Charles has resumed his royal duties, although his itinerary is packed with international trips and festivities, provides little space for improvement. He probably wore down at the festivities from this continual pace. Beyond that, many were astonished when Prince Harry attended the birthday party, adding to the excitement. This unexpected visit follows years of public issues, including Harry's scathing autobiography, Spare, which portrayed the royal family poorly. Emotionally, this family dispute is devastating. Statistics suggest that over 70% of seniors worry about leaving a stable legacy, an emotion King Charles may have as he struggles with health and family issues. Going from personal issues to public expectations, generational contrasts test the royal family's connection. New polls suggest that 63% of people admire Charles, but 75% prefer Prince William and Princess Catherine. However, Harry and Meghan have lost 23% and 18% of their support. How could Charles not feel the burden of these difficult relationships with all the public attention? King Charles' birthday activities got busier, leaving little time for leisure. His solo coronation food hub introduction was great. They aimed to reduce UK food waste during the economic crisis. It was obvious the king was dedicated. He toured Deptford's hub with London Mayor Sadiq Khan and opened another in Merseyside. Though suffering from a chest ailment, Queen Camilla was absent. This busy day highlighted the royal family's health issues. How the event made people feel was emphasized. Charles may have fainted after seeing Prince Harry unexpectedly, according to reports. One of the most famous royal stories is the father-son conflict. According to palace sources, Charles wants to remedy the issue. Harry's public confessions and security issues have strained their relationship. Imagine the emotional roller coaster of watching your child struggle with such unresolved turmoil in public. Royal sources said the surprise visit reminded them of Charles's late mother, Queen Elizabeth II, who united the family despite disagreements. Might Harry's visit have been a peace attempt? Did they plan it as part of the complex royal dynamics chess game? The fainting spell was witnessed by several, adding to the mystery. It also reveals how difficult it is to cope with personal health issues and familial trauma. Essex's 21-gun salute was symbolic and emotional, showing military accuracy and custom. Behind the splendor, the contrast between public delight and personal trouble shows Charles' tremendous weights. That happened when the king fell. How? Strong emotions, physical fatigue, and the past may be involved. Now things get intriguing. The royal family has had several public problems. However, King Charles's slump illustrates how difficult his job is. The emotional impact from his tight relationship with Prince Harry complicates this story. Charles reportedly views the breakup as a personal failure, especially given his later impact. Studies 70% of senior individuals worry about their family future. Monarchs also value organization stability, changed royal families. People wonder about the king's health. Despite his happiness, Charles has been treated for cancer and a large prostate for a long time. His hectic existence. They constantly do lavish events like Gladiator premieres and D-Day commemorations. When paired to outpatient cancer treatments, these responsibilities indicate a man stretching his boundaries. Could his birthday fall show that even monarchs can lose? The unexpected visit of Prince Harry is being examined from all angles. Some perceive it as a peace attempt, others as a strategy. Because of these actual stories of stress, victory, and tragedy in Buckingham Palace, the royal family is popular. There's more. This tragedy has made people inquisitive about how the royal family operates, therefore we need to investigate what caused the king's collapse and how his family may have contributed. To understand, look back at how this closely watched family parted. At 73, King Charles III became Britain's oldest king in September 2022. Princes William and Harry are his sons. Buckingham Palace has hosted numerous royal stories, but these two brothers' tension appears uncontrollable. Their lives demonstrate how the relationships that produce stress work. Prince William, the older son and potential heir, is next. Since marrying Catherine, Princess of Wales, the couple has symbolized royal stability. They raised Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis under public scrutiny. Prince Harry, the youngest son and Duke of Sussex, is fifth in line for kingship. He married Meghan Markle in St. George's Chapel in 2018, and the royal family seem to enter a new era. Archie and Lilibet are their children. However, their January 2020 departure to Montecito, California, from royal duties sparked a public and violent divorce. Since then, Harry and Meghan have worked on charity projects and started their own businesses, including a Netflix partnership and Harry's mental health series with Oprah Winfrey for Apple TV. Before this rift, the king's sons had different royal jobs, but they all came from the same place. During the rift, their relationships with each other and King Charles have been strained. Due to their lengthy history of fighting and animosity, King Charles may have lost it on his birthday. It could also be because family disagreements are mentally draining and have long-term impacts. The intricacies amaze me. Prince Harry's autobiography, Spare, and his candid interview with Oprah Winfrey revealed some royal family issues. Harry's accusations that Prince William mistreated him made William feel betrayed and unwilling to make peace. Harry's move to the US from royal duties widened the divide. William interpreted this as a betrayal of royal ideals, worsening their tension. William reportedly doesn't want to see Harry because he thinks Harry can't forgive him for his past words, especially in private. Since Harry departed the royal family, they rarely interact, and when they do, it's usually evident they're not friends. However, there are modest signs of thawing. After months apart, the Prince and Princess of Wales wished Harry a happy birthday on Instagram, which was wonderful. According to close friends, William is still focused on his wife Catherine, who is battling illness, his children and kingly duties. A Wales family friend told the Daily Beast that reuniting with Harry is tough because Catherine is sick. The family is stressed by reports that King Charles III may be suffering cancer. This could make it more vital to get back together, but it also makes their already stressful relationships more challenging emotionally. Harry's legal battles with news outlets over phone hacking have heightened tensions. Suits against high-ranking royal courtiers are seen as a danger to the monarchy. They likely worsened his connection with William. Harry has hired Lord Christopher Guyot and Sir Edward Young, two of Queen Elizabeth II's top courtiers, for his civil action, according to new court filings. These courtiers reportedly met with media executives in 2017 to apologize for acquiring illicit royal family information. Harry's lawyers claim that King Charles and Harbottle and Louis advised him not to go to court. William reportedly received a secret settlement while Harry fought alone. Drama is increasing. Emails and court documents show Queen Elizabeth agreed to sue publishers if they didn't respond. Harry asked William for help in 2017 in a letter. He expressed their frustration that News UK, which owns The Sun, wasn't responding. Harry's dedication to justice and willingness to publicly involve high-ranking royals could end long-standing grudges or deepen the family split. Their relationship is uncertain as their legal and personal issues collide. Legacy: a man, especially a king, whose life's work has been to restore order, may have been overwhelmed by his estranged son's sudden return. Anger, sadness, guilt, and fear. That would be too much for his age and experience. These strong emotions may have damaged his physical and mental health, causing him to fall apart. This event may also reveal deeper concerns about King Charles' health and the monarchy's issues, which could threaten the kingdom's stability. On April 29, 2024, the National Center for Social Research, TAD, and NATSA released the British Social Attitude Survey, which shows monarchy support is falling sharply. Fall 2023 polls found that only 54% of Brits think a king is very or somewhat important. Support was at its lowest since 1983, when 86% supported the question. In the last 10 years, this drop has sped up. 76% of people still thought the monarchy was important in 2012. When Queen Elizabeth II died in September 2022, there was a short-lived rise in support, with 62% saying the monarchy was important. But since King Charles III took the throne, the trend has gone back to long-term decline. Right now, 25% of those who answered think the government is either not important at all or should be done away with. And asked YouGov to do an online study. A poll of almost 4,600 people in the UK shows that 58% want the monarchy to stay in place and 26% want an elected head of state instead. Age is a big factor in how people feel about these things. This feeling was first recorded in 2021. Charles, a new study shows that people's views on the British royal family are changing. Only 31% of people in the UK between the ages of 18 and 24 want the monarchy to stay in place. In the past, older people have been more supportive of the government. For me, the British throne is a tourist attraction. It feels like we're in the UK, but the number of people aged 55 and up who think it's very important has dropped from 44% in 2021 to 34% now, to 37% now. Younger people 18 to 24 years old, on the other hand, show little support. For me, monarchy means nothing at all. The British Empire and elitists. Only 13% thought the royalty was very important. Not even 25% of this younger group have a good idea about King Charles himself. His son and heir, Prince William, and William's wife, Catherine, are much more liked, with plus 20 and plus 23 points, respectively. There are also problems outside of the government. Things like Scotland's possible separation and the monarchy's position in Commonwealth areas could make it less stable and less popular with the people. Still, William and Catherine's efforts to deal with modern problems like mental health and protecting the environment really hit home with younger people. Being able to connect with people is important for them to stay relevant. King Charles has said that he wants to simplify the kingdom by having fewer working royals. He wants to do this to save money and improve public opinion at a time when people are becoming more critical of traditional institutions. This plan might help people trust the king again, but it also puts a lot of pressure on him to do a good job. Many people think that a clear picture of the monarchy's future role is necessary to make sure that it will continue after he is gone. Even with all of these attempts, King Charles' health and well-being are still under a lot of stress from these problems. The royal family will only be able to stay alive if they can adjust to new social norms while still keeping their historical importance. The next generation seems ready to take on this duty, but to be successful, they will need to be able to handle both family problems and public opinion well. But here's the catch. More and more people are interested in King Charles III's health. Especially after his latest fainting episode, which many people think was caused by the cancer diagnosis he got earlier this year. People are worried about his overall health because he is still fighting cancer and getting treatment for an enlarged prostate. This is especially true since he is still doing his royal tasks despite big problems. Health problems with the prostate, like BPH, prostate cancer, and benign prostatic enlargement, mostly affect the prostate gland and cause a number of different symptoms. Some of these are having to go to the bathroom a lot, having trouble starting or stopping the flow of urine, and having painful urination because the prostate is pushing on the urethra. In the later stages, patients may also feel pain in their pelvis and lower back, as well as soreness while ejaculating. Metastasis can cause pain in the bones or neurological signs. About half of men over 60 show signs of BPH, which can happen at the same time as prostate cancer. In its early stages, prostate cancer often doesn't cause any symptoms, which shows how important it is to get regular screenings to find it early. For an older man like King Charles, these ongoing health problems, along with the pressures of the public and the royal family, make falling seem normal. Events involving the royal family, especially big ones like birthdays or state visits, can be hard on the body and mind. In January 2024, Charles had surgery at the London clinic to fix something, to treat a swollen prostate that is not harmful. Because of this process, some public events had to be pushed back. Buckingham Palace said in February that cancer had been found during the treatment, but it wasn't prostate cancer. Even so, Charles kept doing what the Constitution said he had to do while he was getting outpatient care. He told cancer groups that he supported them and stayed positive about his recovery. By March, big events like the Commonwealth Day service and the Royal Maundy at Worcester Cathedral were run by Queen Camilla instead of him. But he came back in a big way at the Easter service in late March at St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle. In April 2024, the palace revealed that Charles would be slowly taking on public duties again, which showed that his treatment was going well. His health problems, which began in March 1998, show how much stress he is under. Any kind of energy or physical stress could be very bad for a man his age, but Charles is still eager to do what he needs to do as king. Charles has always been devoted to his royal tasks, even when things got hard. When his mother, Queen Elizabeth, died on September 8, 2022, he took over as king. At age 73, Charles beat William IV's record as the oldest person to take the British throne. His accession marked many important events, such as the first televised proclamation and a coronation ceremony at Westminster Abbey in May 2023. Charles tried to bring the throne up to date by making the coronation easier, but it still followed Church of England customs. Later that same year, Charles and Camilla went to Scotland for a national service of Thanksgiving. There, he was given the honours of Scotland. As part of the celebrations for his crowning, King Charles was given the Scottish crown jewels. Charles has kept busy on the world stage by visiting Germany, France, and Kenya as a head of state, where he talked about touchy parts of history. After Labour won the general election in May 2024, he briefly had to cancel plans because of politics at home. He chose Sir Keir Starmer to be Prime Minister. Even with these problems, Charles kept his foreign commitments, like going to Normandy for the 80th anniversary of D-Day and having Emperor Naruhito of Japan stay with him during a state visit. But because of his health problems, changes have had to be made. In October 2024, while out on a tour of Australia and Samoa with the Commonwealth. Here they are in Samoa on the second part of their royal tour. This is King Charles's biggest trip abroad since he was diagnosed with cancer. Charles stopped his cancer treatment for a short time. The tour was cut back, and a planned trip to New Zealand was no longer possible. People are both impressed and worried by how he handles his personal health problems and his royal duties. This has led to questions about the security of the monarchy and public trust in its leaders. The next part of the story is important. King Charles III's 76th birthday parties went more smoothly than last year's when someone passed out during the party. The British Embassy in Manila held a party in Taguig City on June 18, 2024, to celebrate the king and the long-standing friendship between the UK and the Philippines. About 400 people, including diplomats, business leaders, government officials, and people from the arts, education, and civil society in the Philippines attended the event. British Ambassador Lord Beaufil and Undersecretary Mashis Teresa Lazaro of the Department of Foreign Affairs both spoke at the party. Some of the best parts were the singing performance by British School Manila, the toast to His Majesty and the friendship between the UK and the Philippines, and the cutting of a cake with the King's royal crest on it. The event, which was put together with help from partners like PruLife UK and Shell, showed a sense of unity and hope. Even though there have been public shows of continuity and celebration, there are still concerns about the future of the monarchy. Some ideas about why Charles passed out say it had something to do with political pressures or family problems, especially with Prince Harry. But these theories don't have any solid proof and are mostly based on people's guesses. The event has also led to more talk about who will be king or queen next. Observers say that Prince William and Princess Catherine are being set up more and more as the future leaders of the monarchy. This is done to boost public trust. Still, there are worries about the continuation of royal tasks. People might have different ideas about the future of the royal family and its ability to stay important and popular if King Charles' health keeps getting worse. As the official birthday celebrations for Charles began with military salutes and brass bands, there were still private questions about how the king got along with his family. Did Charles and Harry use the chance to make things right, or was it just another chance to make things right? King Charles is under a lot of stress because of unresolved family problems. He is the king, which means he is very responsible, and the pressure to stay strong can be too much for him. But the fact that he passed out showed that even the strongest people are human and can be hurt. Behind the majesty of the royal family are real people with feelings and needs, as well as personal problems. King Charles has to look after both his personal life and his duty to the throne. Even though things are hard, he is still determined to serve his country and uphold the monarchy's ideals, you think? Was King Charles III's fall only physical, or did the way the family felt play a bigger role? Comment below with your thoughts. Check out the next movie and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more royal stories. Things get more exciting in the House of Windsor.